welcome to Feel Better Eating. This is a whole food plant-based experience that has the intention of educating you about the health benefits of eating plant-based meals, inspiring you to try new recipes, and Kate, what's the third one? Hit me with it.
Have fun.
Have fun in the kitchen. It's very important when you're cooking.
Yeah, it is.
Today we've got a recipe that is not a certified banger, but we're very excited to be cooking it. We've got really good fresh ingredients here that we're excited to put into this one pot. Cook together, make a real nice pasta. Kate's sourced this recipe, so we're excited to see how it turns out. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Catherine, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thank you, Joshua. Pleasure as always. So yes, this is going to be a one-pot banger, hopefully.
It will.
I love when everything can just go in one pot and you don't have to overthink, oh, I have to do this over here, this over here, this over here. This should be a really simple dish, and this dish I found from the Welshman, the Welsh plant-based chef that we enjoy, who's Gaz Oakley.
You enjoy a lot, yeah.
You don't like him? Oh, he boxes, he's plant-based, he's got a garden. He does lots of great things for his Welsh area, I'm sure. Joshua doesn't share how he feels about him. So, but this recipe is a noodle dish that's gonna have high protein, lots of unique flavors. It is inspired by Mediterranean cuisine, so it's going to be a unique one that when you make it, I think that it will impress the people that you make it for.
Well, let's get into it.
All right, awesome.
We'll get this hot.
Yes, please.
This one.
It is quite loud, which I think
Semi-loud. Doesn't pick it up, it's not too bad.
really. Okay, so I guess we're going to start off by adding some oil to our pot, and then we're going to be sauteing some finely sliced sweet onion, and something that's going to add a lot of unique flavor to this dish is this chopped up fennel bulb. Have you guys ever had fennel in a dish before? Yeah? No? We've used fennel seeds before in a recipe that we did on this show, but not the fresh fennel. And it's got such a strong scent to it and flavor, and so I'm really excited to see how it turns out in this dish.
We've also got some garlic in there, just chopped.
Garlic.
Nothing too crazy. It tastes kind of like aniseed fennel.
Yeah. Fennel is known to be a very popular, I think it is like popular in Mediterranean dishes, isn't it?
Very popular, yeah.
Can you guys still hear me okay over the, okay. So we're gonna let those cook for a bit. I don't know, should we put a lid on it or?
Yeah, a lid, yeah.
Just over medium heat. It's already starting to brown.
Yeah, this thing gets hot fast.
We need to turn it down.
Yeah. Good deal. Well, tell us about these, what we're going to be adding. The star of the show.
Well, before that, we're gonna add mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
So who here, is a hit or miss with mushrooms? Are we okay with mushrooms? Good?
Oh, a lot of thumbs up.
Okay, that's really a relief because we've not used...
They're polarizing mushrooms.
Yeah, we have not used mushrooms yet because of how polarizing they are. So it's good that we have an audience of people that accept mushrooms today.
Good.
And when it's mixed in, I'm sure you're not gonna even tell it's there. I hope at least.
Get them in.
And so we're gonna add these. Just gonna putting the mushrooms in with the fennel, the fennel, the onion, and the garlic. The mushrooms will just absorb that flavor. Yeah, because they're basically taste like nothing. They taste like earth. Mushrooms taste like earth. Oh, sorry. So this will take up the flavoring of that.
The onion flying around.
And mushrooms have unique benefits to them, which I didn't know. These aren't shiitake mushrooms, these are just white mushrooms, but shiitake mushrooms I guess have choline in them, which I found out recently. They're a health mushroom, but in general, mushrooms are a good source of protein, so.
Yep.
Okay, so now that we're having all of that cooked, our extra protein for today is gonna come from these butter beans, which are also known as lima beans, but I guess they're...
Why?
Why are they called lima beans? Well, I just found out that it would be called lima, you said.
I think it's pronounced lima.
Because they're from Peru. I did not know this, but this bean was originally grown in Central America, and all of the shipments came from Lima, Peru, and shipped across the world. So that's how they've got the name of that, but they also go by many other names, including butterbean.
Yeah, and they're real thick.
Massive. Yeah.
Probably one of the biggest beans.
They're good.
They are good, yeah.
They're good for you too.
They are good, high in protein.
High in protein. They have got iron in them.
Yep.
Rich and all kinds of protein.
Yep.
So instead of, I think originally this dish maybe had some fish in it, but today we're going to be using these beans instead as our protein source.
So we're going to put, yeah.
That's browning up really nice.
So start off with half of them.
The mirrors are fogged up.
Oh, the mirror's fogged up. Oh well.
Well, if you could just keep the camera on us, that will be useful anyways.
Yeah.
But
I never thought about that. Condensation. It's a science
never
class
done
as
that
well.
before either, has it? Okay, so are you following the recipe or are you just going for it? Okay, so cook for about 5 minutes before adding half the butter beans. So we're only adding half of them for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a fork to mash them about a bit, the butter beans. These are just a can, we didn't pre-cook them, we got them from a can, so mashing them is going to make this more a creamy dish when we add the liquid later, because we're not adding any actual milk substitute to it. Sure, honey, go ahead. I'm sure you guys can smell it, but the onions are caramelizing right now, which is really great.
Smell good.
Yeah, it smells really good. So just mash up, honey, the butter beans as best you can.
It's hot in there.
It's very humid, I would say.
Steamy.
My arms are a little steamy.
Steamy arms.
You were telling me about a person named Butterbean in the car.
Anybody know the boxer, Butterbean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kate didn't know who he was. I was like, what?
I was like, what are you talking
An
about?
icon, I would say.
He does kind of look like a Butterbean, or at least he used to look like a Butterbean. In the nicest way, I mean, that's why he was called that. I mean, he obviously owned it. Like, I'm not like hopefully being offensive to him or not.
I think he's going to take offense when he watches this show. He's going to
Should we share it with him?
How could she say that
We
about me?
featured you in this show, and then he'll be like, I want copyright claims, give me millions of dollars. Okay, so yeah, this was, and then we're gonna add the rest of the beans. We're gonna keep these ones chunky, so these ones will be bites that you can enjoy throughout the dish. And then we're going to be adding more flavor. Who's familiar with capers? Do you know where they even come from? Do you even know what they are? I had no idea.
What are they?
I was
Tell
like,
us.
what is a caper? They are, so there's this flower that,
The caper bush.
the caper bush, the flower of the caper bush, inside of it are these little, they're like, I don't even know if they're seeds,
They're like
are
the
they?
seed pod before it turns into a flower.
Yeah, and then it just drops out. So if you Google it, it's like this pod, and when you cut open the pod, there's the capers are in it, and it grows around the Mediterranean Sea, and so that's why this is a Mediterranean-inspired dish, because those are for the Mediterranean.
And what are the health benefits of capers, Catherine?
So capers have copper in them, and they also have vitamin K. I know that's not gonna work. You're gonna have to.
Drain.
I mean, who came up with that bottle? That is like the most inefficient bottle I've ever seen.
It's like
Yeah. So usually they're harvested and then put in vinegar and salt and pickled so that they last. And they're good. They're so unique in the flavor that they provide, and they maintain their color, which is really nice in a dish like this.
Yeah.
So it's not like you just feel like you're eating only brown.
Beige. You reckon that's going to be
Just beige.
Yeah, it's going to be 6 tablespoons.
Some of the
of that.
fennel's keeping its color. Well, it doesn't have to necessarily be 6 tablespoons because I'm not doubling the recipe right now.
Okay. Well, how many do you want?
I will do
4.
So then it's three
Three?
teaspoons.
Go on then.
Oh no, 3 tablespoons. Okay, 3 tablespoons. I know, you were right, I am wrong. This is only like 2 tablespoons.
So you want 4?
That'll work.
No, I need,
Need more? Just bang all that in there. More?
it's like 2. Here, mix it up and see if the ratio looks okay. That looks alright, doesn't it?
I'd do 1 more.
Okay.
I'll get you some.
Where are they?
I'll get you some.
Oh. Well, you could pour it directly from there, no? Oh. Nice. Having a compost bowl is always handy.
Oh, it's spilling.
Oh, it's everywhere.
There you go. Bang that.
Okay.
Oh well. I tried our best.
They just smell like nothing.
Smell
When you
like
eat
papers.
them, they like taste like something. When you smell them, I don't smell anything.
Alright, next up we're going to put miso paste in, right?
Right, so miso paste, are you guys familiar with like miso soup? Yeah, so it's like soy based. This is my stored one from home, so it's not like the prettiest looking thing on earth, but we ordered this pack from
Somewhere.
Amazon. And so we're going to be
2?
adding 2 teaspoons. So just add like,
That's
and it's
fine.
really salty and flavorful. Like if you add that to water, it makes miso soup. We really like it, and
Yeah, it's gone a long way, that pack. We've had that for
Yeah, it
the
has.
store as well in the fridge. No
yeah, I
problem.
just close it up and shove it in this
Fresh
jar and
pot.
push it in the back of my fridge. Because the back of the fridge is always colder.
Yeah, it is.
So then it like kind of like freezes, but kind of doesn't. I don't know. That's my rationale behind it.
Right, that's in there.
So did the miso melt?
Yep.
Yeah. So the miso paste should just melt in real seamlessly. All right.
That's that.
Wow, this is really coming along quickly, isn't it? See, this is a one pot
Easy.
banger.
Get it all in. What's
Okay.
next?
Next, we're going to be doing the juice. So you can't just juice it though. You have to juice it into this because it's got the seeds. So,
Show us your trick. This is Kate's special
yeah,
trick.
this is my special trick with citrus. If you don't have a juicer like pressed or one of the
Go on.
eaters ones, you just use a
Oh
fork.
yeah, the old eater.
Yeah.
It's a good one, that,
So
isn't it?
I just use a fork to penetrate the flesh and then twist and then you get juice. And then once all of it's broken up, you do just another squeeze. When you put squeeze and have the fork in there, that helps as well.
Boom, boom, boom. I've just
So-
turned this off because it's cooking a bit
A
hot.
lot of people just juice, well, like when I watched Gaz do this, he just juiced the like lemon in his hand and then grabbed the seeds.
Risky.
I don't know.
High risk
I don't think that's what I would want to do.
Do you want me to zest it as well?
I mean, it looks very artsy and culinary and chef-like, but
Do you want me to zest it?
yeah, so zest it as best you can on the side there. A grater should work for the zest. It's easier to zest lemons, in my opinion, before you cut them up, but I didn't stop Joshua fast
Who
enough.
cut them ahead of time? How could he?
Mr. Prep. Mr.
How
Prep.
could he do that?
Wow, that's zesting up really nice.
Can you smell it yet? The
Yeah,
lemon?
yeah. So it's making me hungry.
Good. It is lunchtime.
Yep.
This is a nice hearty lunch that will... Some say eating a big healthy lunch is better than eating a big healthy dinner. Why did it turn off?
I turned it off.
Oh. You gotta like... It's not the best zesting mechanism. Those things for nut mugs look better.
It's got a
but
lot in there.
I seem to always forget. Okay, let's get just these 4 capers in there and then we can...
Extra capers. Wow, that is loud, isn't it, that machine?
It's very loud.
Right, that's lemon zest in there.
Okay.
And then...
You're gonna have to turn it back on because we
I
have to
know.
cook the pasta
I know,
in
I know.
there. Okay. I'm gonna wash my hands.
And then we're going to add nori into there, is that the...
So I'll explain that.
Yeah. 1 sheet?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Right.
So as I said, I think that this initially, Gaz probably got this from a dish that was originally fish inspired, seafood inspired. So like instead of fish, we're using butter beans. And to get the fishy flavor, we've got nori sheets from sushi. And so,
Tear it into small pieces.
yeah, see, we've got culinary geniuses in the crowd today. So we're gonna rip it up and it should just melt into the
Yeah.
broth and the sauce.
And this will add iodine in as well, which is difficult to get in your diet, but
It is.
essential for health. So this is a really good way to do it.
Yeah. Especially because they're actually kind of tough to eat, nori sheets. Like we've made sushi with them and I just find it to be a bit chewy and
Yeah, a little bit chewy.
unpleasant.
Get
but
that in there.
we'll sprinkle those in
Right,
there.
I'll
Hopefully
send
that
this
will
back
melt away. Because it's just dehydrated seaweed thing.
Yeah.
All right.
That's in there.
And then we're gonna add the vegetable stock, which will help it evaporate. So,
Evaporate. Boil the noodles.
Disintegrate.
Yeah.
It's gonna. The nori is supposed to disintegrate.
Yeah.
Okay. So the original recipe actually called for a cup of white wine, but I didn't feel interested in getting the white wine today. I didn't think it matched the vibe of the show, so we're just using vegetable broth.
Yeah. Should we do it in
So,
ratio to
and that's what he says. If you don't want to have alcohol in it, then you just use extra vegetable stock,
Yeah.
which is what we're doing.
get that in there. What's what you're gonna do? 2 cups,
I'm gonna do 3 cups
3 cups.
because the original recipe was 1 cup of wine for 2 cups of stock, but since we're doing,
That's 1.
why, you think we should just do 2 for now?
No,
Are you
no.
nervous?
I'm not nervous at all. Why would I be nervous adding stuff? Go on.
Because
one
it's,
more.
you sure that's not too
The
much?
recipe is 6 cups of stock.
Yeah, we adjusted the recipe to serve.
We're cooking a half recipe right now. We didn't know how many people were gonna show up, so we're cooking half of
Yeah.
what you see on paper.
Well, we're doing our best. And then the noodles we're going to be using, we use these a pretty good amount in our cooking. These are chickpea shells, and the reason we're using chickpea over wheat is because they're gluten-free. And that helps with our digestion, just makes it a lot easier. And there's more protein in here as well, which helps with satiation.
Yeah, the
So-
box says it for yourself. 50% more protein, 3 times more fiber, 25% fewer carbs. Even though we're not like carb counters, that the protein's
All of it?
exciting enough for me. Yeah, the whole thing. So instead of cooking the noodles separately, we're cooking the noodles in the stock with the vegetables and everything because it's a 1-pot banger and because cooking the noodles in there will flavor and it will thicken the sauce because if you are familiar with cooking noodles, yeah, it adds starch and it will hopefully thicken it up. So,
Good deal.
so yeah, you gotta bring that to back to a boil, huh?
Easy.
Oh, we didn't add salt and pepper. Just a little salt and pepper goes along, right? So
Never anyone did it.
we're using sea salt here.
Boom, boom, boom.
And a little bit of
Pepper in there. Get that in there. Doesn't really smell too much so far. What do you think, Matt?
It smelled a bit initially, but I don't think it
Whoa,
smells.
that's risky as hell. That's very unlike you. That
What? You were that nervous?
just free pouring the
I
whole
trust
thing.
myself. It's just a delicate flick
Yeah,
of
but
the
what if you
wrist.
sneezed or if someone ran in?
He's just a little bit troubled because he dumped a bunch of cayenne recently into a dish, and
It was a lot.
it was a lot of
Probably
cayenne.
like
We saved it though. We saved the dish.
I don't know.
It was
There's a lot. It was a lot of cayenne.
You don't want too much pepper or cayenne.
Not spicy.
It was spicy
it was
as hell.
spicy.
Yeah. We ate it though. We got most of it out.
I don't think it. No, 'cause, yeah, we took most of it out, so it was fine.
Spooned it out.
We were making like a breaded dish.
I don't know what we were making. What we doing with sun-dried tomatoes? They go in there.
They're a garnish at the end, so we're gonna wait on that.
I love sun-dried
Yeah,
tomatoes.
so basically we're gonna let this cook and then you can garnish it at the end with fresh parsley, which you're gonna see we're gonna do at the end. Sun-dried tomatoes is an option that will add some color and some extra flavor.
Pretty.
Yeah, make it look pretty. And then another option he gave was adding some pumpkin seeds or pepitas to the top.
How long do these wee boys take? Does it say?
About 8 minutes, I reckon.
9 to 11.
9 to 11. Okay. Well, we'll be
Easy.
able to tell.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. Squeeze the lemon.
Easy, right? That's been what, 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and we're pretty much done with the actual work.
Yeah.
Just wait for this to cook up.
Has anyone cooked anything like this before? No. Whoa, that's definitely boiling now. Maybe you can turn it down a little bit. Give it a stir. Nice job.
Yeah, that'll thicken up as it gets.
You think the nori's going away?
It's not going to go away.
It should.
Go away? Where's it
When
going
I
to go?
watched the video, it just disintegrated in his. I guess we'll
See,
see.
can't trust the Welsh. can you?
Sometimes you can't trust
told
the
you.
internet. I've seen so many things on the internet. I'm like, oh, that looks so easy. I'm gonna do that so easily, and then you make it, and it's just no. Well, it's nice to see so many new faces here today.
Do you have any questions or anything you want to ask? No?
Did you start out with oil? Then
Yeah, just a little bit.
Get a little bit of olive oil.
You could use water as well if you didn't want to. I know some people do the oil-free diet. You could definitely just put a little bit of water at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like a saute.
When you have
What do you call that? Saute. Saute.
saute.
Saute.
We usually use cast irons at home, and you usually don't have to even oil them.
Yeah, no oil.
They kind of just do their own thing.
Just ready to go.
Unless, yeah. Okay, and then, well, I was gonna say something else.
Do you want me to slice some of them?
I know she said she was a vegetarian, but do you guys ever eat plant-based every now and then? Everyone just eats kind of like salad, exactly. Yeah. Just if you're just eating fruit and just vegetables, that's pretty good.
It is basically a vegetarian dish.
What'd you say?
It is basically a vegetarian dish.
Yeah.
Does the ranch make a
You're
bad
not
fruit?
using any meat or anything like that.
It
Yeah.
depends what kind of ranch you use.
Yeah.
If it's made from whole ingredients and doesn't have a bunch of random stuff in it, like preservatives, and things you can't pronounce, then I could see it being useful. Okay, so Joshua's just gonna chop up the sun tomatoes a bit because they are big.
Yeah, you don't want-
Chunky.
I love sun-dried tomatoes. Could be my favourite type of tomato, really.
Yeah, we've had.
Our tomato plants have produced a lot.
We planted 6 plum or cherry. I don't know. Everyone calls
Yeah,
it something
that's where you're
different.
from.
The little ones.
Where am I from? From England.
England.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about to do.
I went
What's
to
he say?
English or Irish.
He gets that one a lot too. I think it's just.
Yeah,
I think it's his ginger beard. That's what I said.
Here, I was thinking,
I'm like, that's why, because he looks
Yeah,
gingery.
the Irish,
So
the
then,
Irish.
but there are ginger English people.
love
as well.
this.
Thank you.
That's my grandson called him Ginger.
Gingers, yeah.
Yeah, Ginger. You know what you're saying? He said, yes, my teacher told me. It's a redhead you call Ginger. I said, oh, well, so there we I'm 62, I didn't know that.
Is that supposed to be? Is that like a term you're not supposed to use?
What, ginger?
Yeah.
Ginger's a colour?
Is it bad?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't.
No offense if you were.
I don't take offence. I'm not ginger. I'm auburn.
Okay.
He's actually a calico cat. Like his chest.
Oh, here we go.
His chest is brown hair. And
That's
his
for,
hair
that's when the
goes in
cameras are
brown.
off, honey.
Yeah.
His eyebrows are blonde, and his beard is red. He's all different colors.
I've only had air fried tomatoes, so those are really good too.
Yeah.
Air fried? I've never tried that.
Do you put oil in it when you fry it?
No, I just
Yeah.
pop them in the little like air fryer, yeah.
That's a pretty good idea.
That is
I could-
something down. That's like really oily. It's freaking me out.
Why?
The rolling. It just seemed like too much of a rolling oil. This thing is so confusing. Well, we may have to take some of
Is
this.
this your first class? Or you guys been
We've been doing this for about a year.
in here?
I think this is our 28th show.
Yeah, see, like-
Oh, so you take,
Yeah, they're all on YouTube, yeah.
oh, okay.
Well,
We haven't posted.
22 of them are on YouTube.
Most of
I
them
think.
are on YouTube.
Yeah.
Wait, so when did you guys start?
Last July.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, we've been this hidden gem here for you all along, providing you free lunches every
2 weeks.
2 weeks on a Thursday. So
We usually do, this is the savoury week, next week, 2 weeks will be sweet. So
Yeah,
we'll do
we
a dessert
alternate.
cake.
because I love sweet treats as well.
Oh, next week's sweet treat?
Yeah,
I can't say, that's hard to say.
sweet treats.
Sweet treats.
Yeah. It's either like a dessert or just kind of like a breakfast
Or a
sweet
snack or
a
something.
snack. Yeah.
We made, what did we make 2 weeks ago? Cookie baked dough or something?
Yeah, so
Cookie dough bake.
cookie dough. No, it was cold cookie dough. It was so
really-
simple. It was just like almond flour, coconut oil,
didn't
vanilla
last long.
extract. It had chocolate chips in it and then melted chocolate.
No, that sounds.
So it was like double chocolate.
Yeah.
It was
Cookie
really
dough
good.
is not safe around me.
No, I don't think it's safe around a lot of people.
No, it's
Yeah.
gone
It's
fast.
very good. He's actually never had just like pure cookie dough before.
Oh, really?
I gave it to him for his first time. So I don't know. Those noodles look pretty close to being done. Oh man, what did you inhale? Some onion. We've been cooking with a lot of jalapenos because jalapenos are now like in season, and when you cook it inside, it's like gasses us out, and then we're like choking and that. Okay, well, I think you should try a noodle. Drink some water, get yourself back together. Pull it together, Joshua.
Pull it
Need
together.
you. Alright.
All the hard work's
See,
done.
like, I turn it down one end and it doesn't seem like it's hot enough, and then we'll try that. Moment of truth. What does it actually taste like?
Take the noodle.
I'm gonna take the noodle and a little bit of fennel. That's nice. Wow. It's like lemonade,
Is it
but
done?
garlicky.
Is it done?
The noodles are a bit tough still. See, like, why is there no happy medium between
I don't know.
the
It
other
must be
noodles?
the presets. I mean, 212 is a very specific number that it goes to.
Right.
That's when they tell you that that's not really small. They don't always melt.
We may have to take the Nori Sheets out.
No, we won't. Just eat them.
Should we just put like a little bit more vegetable broth in it? Do you think it's alright?
No, that's good.
You're gonna leave the chunks of nori in it.
Yeah. What else would you do?
I don't think you guys don't want to eat like just chunks of nori.
Well, you could break them up with forks.
Okay.
And you can try that. Let me get you a thing. Just try and pull them apart. Yeah, there you go. That'd be nice. That'd be like a little chewy seaweed thing.
Yeah, I guess I can see that.
Could have, next time we'll.
It's just sticking to the bottom when it boils like this. Why? I honestly would just let it steam at this point. I'm just tired of messing into it. Cause I don't want to get like fan fatigue, where like when I hear fans for too long, I feel like I go crazy. I'm like, I just need some silence. Alright, we're just gonna let that steam for a second. Thank you guys for your patience. What are we on the clock?
28 minutes.
That's pretty good. 30-minute meal. Rachel Ray. Rachel Ray's 30-minute meals. Bing bam. That could feed like lots of
Well, it's
pets.
gonna feed 10.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I mean,
If they eat
If
it.
they eat it. 3 outside. This is kind of like a dish where people are either like, yes please, or
Yeah, I'm
don't get
excited
that
to try
near
it. I
me.
don't know what it's gonna be.
Some people don't like mushrooms. Some people don't like
Yeah,
things
the-
that are different.
The savoury week never goes down as well as the sweet week.
Yeah, the
That's
sweet week
true.
usually goes
There's never leftovers from sweet week.
No.
Not once.
What should we make next week?
So you guys are vegetarians and
We eat plant-based a good percentage of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
That's better, isn't it?
Told you. Wow. Peace.
It's loud, that thing.
We switch sides.
Like pickleball. Look.
Switch.
Right, I'll try it.
Does anyone not want to try it? Okay.
Fair enough. I'd say that's close to them. It smells great.
I'm not sure what this outside you're going to want.
If it tastes good as it smells, it'll be excellent.
I hope so. See, your country accent's contagious.
It's definitely strong.
Yeah, I'm from Kentucky.
Yeah. His accent's. I feel like all accents are contagious because his accent's
Once you get
contagious.
around that person for a while, I was in Kentucky for 30 years. I'm originally from Florida.
Oh.
You mix them together and you're still redneck.
Do people have a twang in Florida?
Yeah, some of them do. When I got to Kentucky, they said, we have a time to your boys. That's why I'm from Florida. So they said, oh, that's why. Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then when I get to Kentucky, everybody says, well, are you from Kentucky? Well, you have a tangy. Okay. Just mix it together. I'm just all American half-breed anyway. So
Yeah. The melting pot of it all,
yeah,
isn't it?
I'm half Cuban and half Indian. So
Oh, cool.
it's kind of a mixture of one.
Yeah, it's a mixture.
Yeah, I have Chicago accent and now a bit of English accent.
A bit.
It.
Some people say, where are you guys from? I have so much
A
of
lot of
the-
people say that you talk just like me.
Yeah.
You want to talk like me, don't you?
Can you try a noodle so
I've
it's
tried
not
it,
just
yeah.
my opinion?
It's
Oh.
they're definitely on the
I like a
dente
tougher
size.
noodle. Does anyone like have
Send it.
I will never eat a tough noodle in my life. Okay.
Is that like an affliction?
I will not eat tough noodles.
Yeah.
Some people are very selective. Like
I
this.
I just like the soft bit where they get too soft.
Right. Most people don't want a mushy
That's
noodle.
where they, that's
Yeah.
where I
The mushy
get.
noodle.
To me, they're soggy or something. That's
Exactly.
Or
Exactly.
mushy, yeah, you can't
I
tell
would
what you're
eat it.
eating.
I'm in the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have
Right,
things?
we're gonna garnish this with just a little bit of freshly chopped parsley.
Yeah. Add some color, some grain, and we're gonna add some red with the sun-dried tomatoes. That's the English version. Did we
Right.
use that? That fork looks dirty. See, when you chopped it, it kind of like stayed together. I didn't get to vocalize that to you. I saw it happening in
I
real
knew that was happening because it makes it easy to portion it out.
life. Our sun-dried tomatoes look
Go on, smash it on.
so fresh compared to this. Oh, beautiful. Wow, it's like art.
It does look good, that.
Very pretty.
Yeah, we don't have pepitas today, but you could add them and that would add like a bit of a crunch.
Yeah, show
So-
that to Kevin.
Bring it over here, maybe that'll be easier for
Tilt,
the camera.
tilt it. There you go. Right, easy, one pot. Looks really, I mean, that's fancy if you were
Yeah.
cooking like a date night or something.
Yeah, definitely.
You put
Yeah.
that on the table, good things are happening, you know what I'm saying? Well, thank you very much for being here. We're excited for you guys to try this, the live audience, and if we encourage you to try this recipe at home, I'm excited to eat it. Catherine, any final remarks?
This is just something that I love. One pot, making it high protein, nourishing, and delicious. So I hope that you guys feel inspired and see how easy it is to try it in your own home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This website is available on our recipe. This recipe is available on our website, as always, feelbetterliving.com. And we appreciate you all being here watching this. And we'll see you next time. Much love. Peace.
Thank you guys.
Right. Somebody can
All
try that one.
Who wants the big?
Thank you to all of our show sponsors and supporters who make this show possible. The Healthcare Foundation of LaPorte, Grace Learning Centre, Citizens Concerned for the Homeless, and ALCO, Access LaPorte County. We appreciate all of your support.